Well, in case you didn't know, today is Valentine's Day, and no doubt most of the restaurants are going to be packed, but the day doesn't always have to go as planned, and it can sometimes be a little stressful for couples and, important to say, singles alike.
That's right. So joining us now this morning is Dr. Latasha Ruff to talk all things love and even mental health for this holiday. Good morning, Dr. Ruff.
Good morning.
First question now, communication, a big word really in every relationship, every day of the year. It is easier said than done, experience here.
Yep.
And what are some ways couples can learn to communicate and connect better for Valentine's Day?
You know, recently they had a challenge that was called the We Listen and We Don't Judge. And I think that that's a good take for couples to kind of adopt that in their relationships. With my clients, I kind of encourage them to do things like forced fellowship, where they are eliminating all electronics and distractions, including other people, even their little people that they produce if they can manage it. And just spending that time, whether it's 10 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, just with each other to kind of cultivate those the foundation of their relationship, to bolster it up and to support it. Some of the other strategies I like are a shared journal where they can keep it in a safe space where it's easily accessible for the two of them. And then with that, they will, jot down notes to each other of some of the more intimate details of their relationship that they want to get out and get fully out without it being interrupted and that kind of thing. And then coming back and talking about it openly and honestly. And then couples therapy is not just for married couples. And so if they see some stronger indications that they need additional support, reach out to a professional for sure.
Amen to that. Listen, I talk openly, I have in the past, about the fact that we went to couples counseling before we got married.
Oh, good.
And it was fantastic. It was things you don't even think about. It was,
right.
It was so good. And
tools you can use now.
Tools you can use. I mean, and sort of what you were just saying, it's important for, I speak for the men now, for us to listen, but honestly, sometimes I think, as I learned, just listen. We want to fix.
No solutions.
And a lot of times, you don't need us to tell you a solution or anything like that. Sometimes you just want
We just want to air it out a little bit.
I get it.
Yeah.
So tell us, on a day like today, it's about, I assume, spending good quality time together, making it special. The economy is tough. Valentine's Day can be expensive. Whether you're going out to eat, you're going to drop probably a couple $100s or something like that.
Ooh.
You got chocolates, you got wine or something. What's a simple way to spend the day together without breaking the bank?
Well, we're competitive in our house. And so I think hosting a competitive couples game night, there are a lot of fun activities that you can do with other couples to make it interesting and entertaining. And then you can make it potluck style too, right? So even as the host, you're not breaking the bank, as you said, to support everybody that happens to show up. I think also, I remember one time I did a picnic in our closet because we had little babies and, we couldn't get out and all of the things. So it's just really about being intentional about spending time, effort, and energy with the person that you have genuine love and affection for, kind of defining what the day means. And then based off of that description, making it work. It's not always about the dollar amount. And I think that social media kind of drives that up. Because we're always competing with whatever it is that we see, like, oh, I'm not enough if I don't do what he did or she did. And that is always going to be to your detriment to compare yourself to somebody else. But just thinking outside about massages, that goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. I mean, and being competitive in that social media, we can't escape that. And really,
So bad.
It's got to be super difficult for single people as well as they look and judge themselves against others. What advice do you have for people that may not have a significant other?
Yeah, I think that loneliness is real. Completely understand the emotion. When you get to be a certain age, that's kind of like the draw is like you should be partnered, et cetera, right? But I think that once again, on this type of a day is really kind of defining what the purpose of the day is. And Valentine's Day, really, as commercialized as it is, it's all about celebrating and demonstrating your love and appreciation for somebody else, right? And so you can do that you should love yourself enough to want to celebrate you on this day. You can celebrate friendship. I really love the idea of those Galentines that I see people do with their friend groups. It's not only about just being romantically partnered with somebody else, but it's also about the love that you have in your life from everybody. You can even, just do simple things like, I don't know, start a new hobby or make a new recipe kind of a situation. So there are so many options where you don't have to focus on the fact that you are single.
Very nice. This is not a political statement, but I one time saw Kamala Harris say something about how no matter the holiday, whether it's Valentine's or Christmas, she always makes sure to check in with the single people in her life, because
That's good.
people always talk about family and kids, and oftentimes they don't think about
Just
single
checking
people.
in.
Yeah, and it was.
Yeah.
She said that, and it registered with me. I'm like, yes, you're right. All right, listen, Dr. Ruff, thanks for taking time on this big day. We appreciate your expertise.
I want to come to next game
Thank
night.
you so much.
Yeah, that's right. We're coming. We're crashing
Yeah,
next game night.
I'm good with charades.
Get ready. Get ready.
She's competitive, she says.
I know.
All right.
So are we. All right, take
Doc,
care.
thanks.